something's wrong. Something's very wrong. In a very strange kind of way. Recently we had fellow Tradcon news personality Matt Walsh being banned from YouTube due to his latest takes on the Bud Light campaign promoted by the whole LGBTQ community, in transgenderism, promoting beer company by Dylan Murphy, something like that. So Matt Walsh did his takes on, Dylan Murphy and the whole Budweiser thingy, transgender promotion commercial thingy. And not too recently, recently we've had Tucker Carlson, who's been reported to, being released by Fox News unexpectedly. No farewell send off, no announcement. He was just he just left Fox for reasons we are still yet to find out. And now we have just learned that Don the Lemon, news anchor at, or should I say former news anchor over at CNN, who just got fired. I'm seeing patterns here, and it's very strange. Now, in this video, we are strictly focusing on the lemon called Don, right? Or Lemonhead. Now, prior to recent months, Don Lemon was relegated or demoted from primetime television, where he had his own primetime show. I'm pretty sure it was called Don Lemon Tonight, something like that. I never really watched it. I just know about it, right? And then he got relegated or demoted to the game time segment with two female co-hosts. Now, I'll say somewhere around like a few months ago, Don made a response comment on Nikki Haley's statement about how political candidates who are over the age of 75, they should undergo some mental test treatment, something like that, some mental tests treatment to make sure that they are still mentally on par. One you can immediately think of your boy, that zombie in the White House, the presidential house, called Sleepy Joe Biden. Now, in response, Don Lemon made a response saying that, well, Nikki Haley, you want to talk because, you're not exactly in your prime yourself. And the two co-hosts, I forgot their names because I really don't care about them. Don Lemon's two fellow colleagues, his two fellow female co-hosts, they were like, oh no, this ninja didn't. They slammed him. They're like, who are you to say that a woman is not in her prime? A woman always is in her prime so long as she feels like it. How dare you, you misogynist? Right? Which we were kind of taken back, because supposedly Don Lemon falls in the intersectionality group. The intersectionality group, or the victimized groups, or the so-called marginalized groups, the victimhood groups such as people of color, women, and the Skittles community, also known as the alphabet community, if you know what I mean. You'd think that someone like Don Lemon, who is, a person of color, and he is, he's a Skittle, He's part of the, alphabet community, right? So you'd think that he would be immune to the attacks of the woke mob, but oh no. Apparently, the woke mob is prepared to eat its own. They're busy eating their own. If you go against a female imperative, they will come for you. Whether you're from their side or not. If you say anything negative about the female demographic, they'll slam you. Now, Don the Lemon thought that, he had the I'm person of color and I'm, GAY, that he's safe. Oh no, he quickly learned that the hard way. Now, Anthony Brian Logan made a very funny notion as to why Don Lemon got fired. He basically said that Don Lemon was basically set up to begin with. As soon as they demoted him to, the daytime segment, because they can't fire someone who belongs to the intersectionality group because they will be called, the R word, or they will be called a phobia, a phobe, right? So they had to, concoct the scheme, this grand scheme, this genius plan of putting him between two female co-hosts, two female co-workers, where they'll be, saying a bunch of fluff, a bunch of BS fluff, and at some point, because Don is a man, a sugary man, but a man nonetheless, right? He eventually lost it. I heard he once yelled and screamed at one of his female co-hosts. So little by little, Don Lemon has been, been chipping away. And it finally came to this. Now they have justifiable cause to fire him indefinitely without being labeled the R word or a phobia. Very insidious, but genius. But insidious nonetheless. The left are busy eating their own. But nobody's safe from the woke mob. Not even the woke Nazis themselves. Anyway, you've been watching and listening to the Showtime Showcast, and thank you so much for watching. Cheers.